xplanehelp.co.uk Embrear E195 cold and dark start checklist. To start the Embrear E195, first of all, load the cockpit without engines running, and then once the cockpit is loaded, look at the overhead panel and ensure that all dials and switches are in the off position. Secondly, when you've done that, go down to the center console and make sure the gear is down, the power plant covers are closed, ignition dials are off, speed brake is fully retracted, the throttle levers are in idle, the flaps are closed, and the parking brake is up. If it's up, it means the parking brake is engaged. To start the Embrear E195, first of all, go to the DC power panel and click battery 1 on, then click battery 2 auto. Once you've done that, go to the fuel panel and click DC pump auto, AC pump 1 auto, AC pump 2 auto. When you've done that, go to the air conditioning pneumatic panel and click on the dial called both, click that round to APU. Once you've done that, go to the APU control panel, click it to on, and then click start. You'll hear the APU starting up in the background, and you can monitor the APU starting by looking down here at the APU display screen. Allow the APU to reach 100%, which doesn't take long. The APU is now at 100%. Now when you've done that, you now can go to the passenger signs, no smoking on, fasten seatbelts on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt.
When you've done that, you then go to the navigation lights, navigation on, strobe on.
Also, make sure your seatbelt and folding clothes are in the pull-up type and lock position.
And what you now need to do at this time, you would most probably be putting your navigation coordinates into the FMC, but on this tutorial we're not doing that. We're going to go straight to a pushback. So what we'll do, we're going to click red beacon to turn the red beacon on. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to contact ground, and we're going to ask ground to push us back. Before you push back, you'll need to disengage the brakes, and you'll notice that the ground handling options come available. We want to push back, and we want to face towards the southwest, pretty much. If you look at the direction of the runway in the airport, we want to push back to southwest, and that will take us down to the runway near the M25 at Southampton. So to do that, what we're going to do is we are going to click to bear with me. Right, we're going to click should be right.
Push card coming.
What right will do is, what clicking right will do rather, is the push truck will push us back, and the nose of the aircraft will point to the left. So your left as you're looking out of the flight deck. And we can actually watch the aircraft being pushed back if you wish to do that. still waiting for the tow truck at the moment. So while we're waiting for the tow truck, what we'll do is have a quick look around the cockpit. So all the lighting controls are situated here. Autopilot controls are all up on the center area up here. Your map, navigation and systems menus are all here. Your engine management is here, and also your slats, readouts and trims. Trims we'll see in a few moments when we adjust the trim. Obviously the first officer side is a replica of the captain's side over here, and also what you will see on both sides is, if you look here, you'll see the suggested flap settings for the various speeds. Looking down here, here's your FMC. Obviously both FMCs are mirrored, both for the captain and for the co-pilot. And here you have your comm management equipment down here, nav1, com1, ADF1 and so on. Yeah, so that's pretty much the layout of the aircraft. If it's raining, which very often it does in the UK, as most of you will know, your wipers controls are here, windshield wipers, and they're just above the external light panel. If you want to adjust your cabin altitude, if you're into doing that, you can go to the pressurization panel, which is just here. I don't know if that's simulated or not. Yes, it is simulated. Yeah, I believe it is, yeah. Okay, what else we got up here?
Here we go.
Oh, we're now pushing back. I think someone was on a break or something just then, because it took a while. So there we are, we're now pushing back.
Pay attention as the following demonstrates the safety features of this Embrear E195 aircraft.
You can hear the cabin crew in the background for this aircraft, just advising the passengers of the safety and exits on board the plane. Now what you can do is, when you're pushing back, you can actually say where you want to stop the plane by pressing the stop button here. So if you want to stop here, you can do.
Keep in mind that your
and there we are.
may be behind you.
So what we'll do is we'll re-engage the brake. Brake is now being engaged. And we'll get rid of that, and there's our tow truck over there. Let's get rid of the ground handling window. He's off for his brake again. So what we'll now do is we will now start the engines. So to start the engines, go down to the ignition dials and set the ignition dials to auto. When you've done that, on the air conditioning panel, set the air conditioning to APU if you haven't done so already, and it's set to APU. And then what we'll do is we'll then go to the power plants. Power plant 1, set to run, set to start, and you can monitor the engine starting up. Go to power plant 2, click run, click start. You may need to hold the mouse button down on the start for it to start off, and there you can see the right hand power plant starting up. A good practice, a good method of practice with the aircraft as well is to do a quick external inspection of the aircraft. Make sure your control surfaces are working. Ailerons, elevator, rudder, that all looks good. And and also your trim. There's the trim. That seems to be working well. Inside the aircraft, what you can do is you can also tell if the trim is working correctly. If you go to look down there at your trim setting, you can actually see the pitch being adjusted as you roll the trim wheel.
Flight attendant, prepare for takeoff, please.
And the roll. So there we go, there's that there. And also you can also, I think I saw it down here, yeah, there we are. You can, I don't know if it's simulated, yeah, you can adjust that down here as well. So that's the Embrear E195 start complete. Engines are now running. So in order to obviously get to the runway, you turn the taxi on the nose and the sides, and you are more or less ready to go. All the engines are started, so off you go. This has been a guide brought to you by xplanehelp.co.uk. Have a great day.